What happened when your biggest hater had to beg you for a job? I was the kid everyone ignored. In high school, I wore the same 3 shirts on rotation, took lunch from home in a reused butter container, and walked 2 miles because I couldn't afford the bus. The only reason anyone remembered my name was because of Sarah Monroe. Sarah wasn't just popular, she ran the school. Cheer captain, valedictorian, and daughter of the richest man in our small town. She wore designer bags, drove a BMW her dad gave her at 16, and never missed a chance to remind me how little I had. She called me future janitor, said I'd be cleaning the toilets of people like her someday. She'd humiliate me in the lunchroom. Once, when I dropped my homemade sandwich, she stepped on it and said, "Don't worry, you can always eat it off the floor. Practice for your career." But what Sarah didn't know was that while I looked poor on the outside, inside I was rich with one thing: hunger. Not the kind food fixes, the kind only success can satisfy. I got into a state college on a scholarship, worked night shifts to cover food and books, and lived in my beat-up car for a semester. I studied business like my life depended on it, because it did. By 26, I launched a digital logistics platform that took off faster than I imagined. Within 5 years, I had 120 employees, offices in 3 cities, and a reputation for being one of the fastest growing startups in the Midwest. I wore tailored suits, drove a Tesla, but still brought lunch from home. Habit, I guess. Then one day, we were hiring a new marketing manager. I was reviewing the final round of candidates when I saw a familiar name, Sarah Monroe. I blinked. The resume was solid internships, a degree, 3 years at a mid-level agency. But then I saw the cover letter. Life threw me some challenges after college, but I'm eager to rebuild and prove my value. I believe your company's mission aligns perfectly with my passion. I laughed, not mockingly, just the surreal irony. I told my HR to call her in for a final interview. I wanted to see if she even remembered me. She walked into the conference room with the same confidence I remembered, but a little cracked. Maybe life had humbled her, maybe not. "Hi, I'm Sarah. Thank you so much for this opportunity." I smiled. "Hi, Sarah. Do you remember me?" She stared, tilted her head. "I'm sorry. Should I? Maybe not. You used to call me future janitor." Her face froze. Her smile vanished. A pause so thick it could have broken glass. "Eli?" I nodded. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. Wow. I didn't realize. "It's okay. You probably didn't think a janitor could own a tech company." She swallowed hard. "I was young. I'm really sorry." And for a moment, I saw something in her I hadn't seen before. Genuine shame. She didn't try to defend it, didn't laugh it off, just sat there, looking like the floor might open and swallow her. I leaned forward. "I'm not bringing you in to make you grovel, Sarah. Your qualifications are decent, but I need to know, why should I trust the girl who once stomped on my lunch to now handle my company's voice?" She nodded slowly. "Because I've eaten a lot of metaphorical lunches off the floor since then. Life's taught me what high school never did. That kindness matters. That talent comes from everywhere. And that burning bridges just leaves you cold and alone. That wasn't rehearsed. That was raw. I hired her, not out of pity, not for revenge, but because I believe in redemption, and because I knew her working for me would be the best closure I'd ever get." 2 months in, she was one of the best employees on the team. Polite, hardworking, no trace of the old mean girl. One afternoon, she knocked on my office door. "I brought lunch," she said, holding 2 Tupperwares. "Homemade. Thought it'd be fitting." We sat, ate, and laughed about the past. The pain faded. Only irony and growth remained. Sometimes, the universe gives you justice, but sometimes, it gives you a chair at the head of the table and seats your worst bully right across from you, and that is even better.